Hi, this is Kat with Beadaholique, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Easy Ear Wire tool. Now, this is a tool from Eurotool, and it's really neat. What we're going to end up doing is creating a little ear wire just like this. Now, the reason you might want to use a tool like the Easy Ear Wire is so that you get a nice, consistent result. So in essence, this is a nice little jig, and I'm going to show you how to use it here in this video. So today we're going to be using some 20 gauge artistic wire. You can use the wire of your choice. I just would recommend going with something that's a little bit on the softer side. So I'm going to be using the 20 gauge here, and that's going to work really nicely. And then as far as tools, you're just going to need a pair of flush cutters. And I like to have a pair of wire straightening pliers ready and handy, my little nylon jaw pliers. And then also let's have our chain nose pliers handy as well. All right, so if you have everything ready to go, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off this little disc here at the top, and we're just going to set that to the side. And you'll notice there's a little groove here on one side, and this is to get the right sizing of our wire. And I love this because it actually allows you to get the exact right size without having to have any wire waste. So we're going to come to our spool of artistic wire here, and I'm just going to unspool a little bit. I'm just going to leave it on there actually as I straighten this little piece of wire. Just run it over just a couple times there. Don't want to work hard on it too much. All right, so now I'm just going to set my wire into the little jig there and come in with my flush cutters and have the flat side facing towards the jig. So go ahead and come in and give it a little snip, and mine popped out for me, so that's perfect. So I can set my wire aside. And now what I want to do is you'll notice that there's a little groove here right in the center of this piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of lay our wire in there and sort of thread it down, and we want to push it all the way down until the tip is touching this little piece down here. You see how that is situated? All right, so now what we're going to do is take our disc that we took off there and go ahead and place it back onto our piece. And what we need to do also at the same time is put our finger onto this piece of wire here right at the bottom. So now keeping our finger nice and tightly there. Now you'll notice that the pressure can adjust, and you'll see as I turn it what happens here. So we're going to turn this dial counterclockwise. So turn, 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 turn. And you'll see that wire start to bend there. And if you're noticing that that loop is going to come and close easy, you are good to go. If not, you can also release your finger just a little bit, just to give it a little bit extra there. All right, so now I'm come to the end and I have resistance, so you can see I can't turn it any further. So now I can remove my index finger, but I'm just going to put it right here onto the disc, and I'm going to take this side and bring it all the way around. And let me try to get my hand out of the way so you can see what happens there. And we're just going to turn, 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 and you'll notice that this little side is going to kick out, and it's going to bend, and we are good to go. Now before releasing, I want to show you something. I'm going to release my right hand index finger here, and it's going to bounce back just a little bit. You kind of see that? It kind of comes back. That's okay. That's totally normal. That's just how the wire wants to always kind of bend back and be straightened. So what we're going to do is take this off and go ahead and sneak out your little ear wire here. There we go. So this is our ear wire. Now you'll notice that the end here is a little far from where we want it to be, possibly, if we're going to add something to it. Don't worry about bending it in. What I would recommend is sort of utilize that as a jump ring. So you can come in with your chain nose pliers, bend it backwards so it's away, just like so. Add whatever piece you need to, and then as you bring this back together, bring this end to touch the ear wire, so you can kind of bring it back and sort of then fix it at that point. What I don't want you to do is I don't want you to squish it this way or try to like shove it back that way, because you'll mess up the ear wire. But there you go. So you can see that it's a really nice consistent result. So that is how you use the Easy Ear Wire. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can get all of these supplies and tools by heading over to beadaholique.com. And if you're new to our YouTube channel here, be sure to hit that subscribe button below to get all the latest from Beadaholique.